Welcome back everybody, Sign here again. And I've been having a little bit of fun with the smeltery. So I was going to have some equipment put together. Went ahead and made all the components off camera. And for the most part I used manulin and cobalt to the point where I have no manulin left and I have 3 ingots of cobalt left. I think I may have 1 or 2 cobalt in my storage room. That's about it. So I'm going to have to go mining in the nether again soon. But the good news is that with what I'm getting ready to make, that mining will actually be relatively easy compared to just going at it with like a diamond pick. So, open up our wonderful tool forge here, and then kind of select the item you want. Let's go ahead and make our hammer first, which you can see here that 2 large plates, hammerhead, and a tough rod handle. So here's our tough rod, a plate, and the hammerhead. Now the reason I used cobalt for the head was A, it takes 8 ingots to make, and I was running out of manulin, but this will also improve the mining speed. But you can see here that we have nearly 24,000 durability by using manulin for the rest of it. So not a problem, and also using a cobalt head means I can repair this with cobalt instead of manulin. So definitely a plus. Reinforced 2 is like Unbreaking 2 on it, so that's another benefit to it. So we're actually probably closer to 40,000 durability than 30. And bingo, there's a hammer, got the achievement for it. And then next, let's go ahead and make a regular pick. So select our pick, cobalt head again for the speed, manulin tough rod for the durability, and then the paper binding. What the binding does is it gives it an extra modifier. See, you can see there it says writable. Well, that'll let us put 4 modifiers out instead of 3, and the mining speed for this thing is actually 11. It's only got 2,000 durability versus the hammer's 24,000. But this is more of a precision instrument at the same time. I mean, the hammer does 9 blocks at a time. Pick only does 1. Let's get some weaponry going here. And I can't resist. I have to make a battle sign. Only does 2.5 hearts base attack, which I think puts it on par or maybe a little bit better than a diamond sword? No. I was like, no, diamond sword. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think the diamond sword's got 7, so 7 damage, so it'd be 3.5 hearts. But this is also without any modifiers on it. So there's our sword, or there's our new weapon, which you can actually block with this one. You don't have to worry about placing it on the wall by accident, which is a definite benefit. And I'm also going to make some knives. Now, specialty for these is you right click, you throw them. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make 2 of these. And I think these will be my primary ranged weapons anyway. There we go. Let's get that out of there. So you can melee with them, and you can also right click to throw them. And oh, that was cool. I didn't think. It kind of sticks in the wall a little bit, doesn't it? Yep. There we go. And it does use durability throwing them, but these things have, what is it? 2100 durability, and it takes 1 per throw, so should not really have to worry about it for a while. Now, the last thing I'm going to make is a lumber axe. And I haven't really needed it because Decapitator, but in the interest of streamlining this mod pack a bit, I'm thinking about dropping Decapitator because Tinker's Construct does the same thing, a little further on down the road, but this does exactly the same. So there's our lumber axe now. And now with all these, we can retire the power fist. I'm going to miss the crafting table, I think, the most. That will be about it. I don't know, the railgun is kind of nice. But there's our Tinker's Construct weapons, which I'll tidy up my hotbar later. It also means I can retire this guy too. And next episode I think we'll be adding modifiers to these things. But first, I want to show off this monstrosity. And oh, hold on a second, my phone's going off. There we go, and back now. So what I've done is everything will come in through this enter chest here, which is set up with the code of, you should be able to see it if I hold this pouch in my hand, kind of in the bottom right hand corner there, white, red, white. And what this now does, it has 2 pipes going into it, 1 pipe going out. Pipe going out feeds into all these hoppers. These hoppers all have filter set. Oh, gotta have an empty hand for this. Like this one's whitelisted to only iron ore. Feeds up into this hopper here, into a pulverizer. And so on and so forth for the 9 different ores I have, which I got 10 of these things, but balance, you know. This last one here is for emerald, redstone, lapis, and diamond, which I was just kind of basing it off of relatively how common each thing is. This furnace here, because these don't get cooked after they get pulverized, right now I've just simply set it as a fluid duct, so nothing goes in there. I'll find a use for that later, and there's actually got a few ideas that I'll share in a little bit. But, sorry, it'll pulverize everything. Oh, antivirus, knock it off. There we go. So it pulverizes everything, and then it'll shunt it back, or shunt it into this top pipe here, which will send it back into this chest here. And now I also have an overflow hooked up here that if these hoppers are full, it'll feed back through this middle line, or through the top line there, and go back into the chest as well. So it keeps things from getting bound up in the pipe and just stopping the entire system. The downside of which is you have items constantly cycling through if you have more than 5 stacks, 6 stacks of anything. Which, that's what those strong boxes are. And then after it gets back to here, it'll go out again, and here's all the different pulverized. Feeds into there, and then it'll drop it into this bottom duct, back into here, and then it shunts it over to this chest over here, which just ties straight into my sorting system. And I got 9 things in this one, and I got, 5 things in this one. And that'll put everything into my sorting system and take care of it from there. Still hasn't been prettied up yet, but you know, it's definitely a work in progress, and I think I'm going to give this thing a test run. Okay, and now let's go ahead and load this stuff all up. And I think, yeah, I've got it set to pull 16 at a time out of here. So it'll go quick, but it won't overload the system. You can see all the items rushing through the pipes now. And we should see, yep, got pulverized, and the furnace is kicking on as we go. And the system's already ready for more items. Yep, that one's now empty. I don't want to dump all that coal into the system at once. And I want to kind of grab a bit of a variety of items. And we got cinnabar popping up from the redstone. Different pulverized stuff showing up. Yep, dumped too much of the gemstones in here, looks like. Yep, too much redstone. Move that to there. But now we're just at the point where we can just, you know, set it and forget it. So, works out pretty good. And, you know, as I'm mining, I can just open the pouch up, throw ores in, and be good to go there. Not exactly the fastest system possible, but it's excessive and I like it. I think that's the main thing. That's supposed to be silver. Did I not dump any silver in? Whoop. Let's get some silver in the system so everything's getting used. There we go. That should fill up all of that. Oh, the diamond may have been the wrong thing to toss in. But I can pretty much throw in like 6 stacks of everything. Yep, pulling 16 at a time out of everything here. Oh, I forgot to account for ferrous metal. Pulverizer. Hey, that's what I can use that last pulverizer for. Or last furnace for. Go here. Drop that in. Delete that. There we go. Forgot that's a byproduct of iron being pulverized. Yep, there we go. And vacant. And the energy system is keeping up with running all of them, which is definitely good. So I think I'm going to call this an episode, and I think in between episodes I'll clad this in something so it's not quite so obvious. Probably get around to finally doing that too. Kind of get everything a more polished look. I need to do something about this. That one spot right there. And yeah, next time around we'll add modifiers onto the tools we made today. And let's make some drawbridges too while we're at it. Alright, well, see you next time, and this is Sign, signing out.